Hi, here we go. We've got another one here. This one is also a system build. I think it's a Reema because there's one over here that looks like it hasn't been touched yet. You can see the vertical like lines, so it's not like block, it's system build. Anyway, let's go and have a look at this one. So I can see that there's external wall insulation, because we can't see the system buildness on it, and that external wall insulation 100mm. It's probably polystyrene. The render's like hollow to tap. Let's go and have a look around the side. So in the back garden we can see that there's an oil tank, so I'm expecting to see an oil boiler. So let's have a look at the rear elevation. Sort of chimney. Might want to have a look, see if there's any secondary heating in there. And there's the boiler mounted to the external wall. Now this is an HRM wall star, so you'll find the ID plate for this boiler here. So that's an HRM wall star 1519. So the cover just sort of sits on the flue, and there's a couple of brackets that you can clip in like that. There you go. So since it's external wall insulation, the walls should be quite thick. So let's measure them. There you go, 400mm. And there's a TRV down there. A low energy light bulb. Okay, and then old fireplace that's been blocked up. A decorative LED bulb, some double glazing, unknown date, probably 16mm thick, no date stamps on the intermittent strip. Let's just check the reveals, no date stamps there, probably about 1998, something like that, but because there's no evidence, it's, oh, here we go, what's this? 1997. So there we go. Pre-2002 we can say now, not just unknown date. Up here we have a electric meter. It's a single rate meter feeding a consumer unit with breakers. Someone's been using some silicone there, filling up the gaps. This is the wall star by HRM. On the inside, and from previous experience, there won't be, you can't get your boiler ID from the inside, so that's why I've learnt to remove the cover off the back to get your boiler ID plate to keep the auditors happy. Another low energy light bulb, and here we go upstairs. Got my ladder ready for the loft. Let's just check the bathroom. We have an electric shower and a bath, so 100. Another low energy light bulb, another boiler with a thermostatic radiator valve, and a hot water storage vessel with a programmer. I haven't seen a room thermostat. So that's 30mm, but we can only have 25 or 38, so we'll have to select 25mm on that one. Spray foam insulation. Stick that back in. It's set to 60, which is ideal. Anything above 60 will encourage limescale build-up. Anything below 60 runs the risk of developing Legionellas. And then there's the circulation pump, but there's no date on that. So I always put unknown because, well, you can't be sure if you haven't got a date. There's evidence of historic water leak on this ceiling, and it's actually bowing in the middle. I wouldn't want to sleep in here, it might fall down at any minute. Hence, that's why a loft inspection is a head and shoulders check only. So this is the area above the bedroom where the leak was, and we've got some header tanks here with some historic evidence of spillage. But yeah, definitely not walking around up there because that ceiling looks very weak. We've got loads of loft insulation, and that's the party wall. Can't really tell the build on the party wall, so I'm going to put unknown, because it could be system covered up, it could be anything block, it could be cavity. so I'm not sure really. And then we've got the loft installation here. It's very thick, and the joists, some steel bars here going right across the property. Now this is the gable wall. Now you can see it's just bitumen felt with hung tile. Another telltale sign that this is a system build property. And you can see some black spot mould as water's been getting into the loft from the property and condensing just above the loft hatch, and then mould growing on the condensed water. It needs more ventilation. So the loft insulation has probably been pushed right up to the eaves, so the loft isn't very well ventilated. So to keep the auditors happy, there's the bottom of the tape measure and there's the top, and it goes to about 400. It's a big pile. So, you know, anywhere from 3 to 400 mil. I'm probably going to say 300 mil, just to be on the safe side. Loads of it. Right, so this is a rental social house that's semi-detached, and it's suburban with no extensions, no gas available, and a single rate electric meter. I'm going to measure it internally, and it's not a flat or a maisonette. There are 3 bedrooms, I believe, a lounge and a kitchen with enough room for a table and 4 chairs. So 3, 4, 5 heated habitable rooms, radiators in all of them. 9 outlets, all of which had low energy bulbs, and a bath and an electric shower. And it was built in the 1950s. So we can't use the low E detector. It's got a normal amount of windows, and it has pre-2002 double glazing, and we saw a date stamp on the intermittent strip saying 1997. It is UPVC and 100% double glazed with 16mm gap. There is no open fires, and it's naturally ventilated and 100% draft proofed. There are 2 doors to the property, a side and front door, and there isn't a conservatory. The water heating is from the main system, and this is a normal size tank with spray foam insulation, which was 30mm, but 38 or 25, we have to go with 25, and there was a cylinder's thermostat. Secondary heating there was none, and there was 1 main heating system, which was a boiler which ran on oil, which goes to radiators, and we have a fan assisted flue. And what it is, it's an HRM Wiltshire 1519. And we found that ID plate on the outside underneath the cover. So bear that in mind when you see one of these boilers, because they're quite hard to identify. But you could always use the SAP tables, but if you want your EPCs to be accurate, always use the PCDF. So there wasn't a thermostat, which, you know, if I lived here, I'd definitely put a room thermostat in because oil is quite expensive. We have a programmer, TRV and bypass. I'm going to make a recommendation to the landlord of a room thermostat because this client likes recommendations. We have main property, which is system build. Okay, this was a Reema hollow wall construction, I believe. 400mm thick, and we have external wall insulation. And the external wall insulation was 100mm. The party wall is unknown because it was made of blockwork, so it could have been system behind, it could be cavity, it could be anything. So I'm going to go hedge on caution and go unknown. But, you know, I'm not putting unfilled cavity because it could be system behind that blockwork. You just don't know. Alternate wall unknown, no, none. And we have floor solid as built, not timber frame, the drop heel test. And then we have the roof, which has insulation, pitch access to loft, insulation at joists, and, well, I measured it at 400, but, you know, I think it's 300 because there was a big lump where I was and it was a bit lower than that. So we're going to go with 300 to be cautious. Okay, it's definitely not less than 300, and no room in the roof. Okay, so renewables, we don't have any. None, and none. Okay, so floor plan. Nice and easy shape to draw. Party wall, first floor, party wall, front door, side door, kitchen, diner, kitchen, lounge, stairwell, electric meter, and then we have bedroom, WC, bedroom, stairs, loft hatch, cylinder, boiler, oil tank. Okay, we want to know that measurement and that measurement, and they'll be the same. And heat loss perimeter, and now just to fire that laser measure around. So this is my Lockheed Disto D2. And well, we're talking market leading technology here. Press that one. The thing about these and the cheap ones is that red dot actually goes right across the property. Look how bright it is the other end. Okay, so we have 6.299 and 6.418 times by each other is 40.42, so 43. As usual, I'll put the link in the description for the stuff that I use, you know, like the what's in my bag link. But here we go, so 40.43, and then we need so 6418 and 6299. So party wall is 642. Let's just zoom out a bit. There you go, that's a bit easier. $1902, and now just the ceiling heights to go. $228 upstairs and $244 downstairs. And then all I do is take a photograph of the site notes, save it to a folder on my phone, upload it to the cloud when I'm back. Name the folder, the name of the address of the property. So when I get called for audit, bang, upload, done. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.